You're on the Kodokuna Raida YouTube channel.
Okay, we're onto the front wheel, pulling it off. So what I have to do to get the front wheel off is pull the two brake calipers off. This one, over here. Take this big bolt out that comes through here. This is the locking nut. Remove my speedo cable from here, and then the wheel will come off, and we'll take it down and get a new tyre fitted. So let's get going. Not so great there, we're down there. So everywhere we're down to that marker there that lets us know that we haven't got enough tread on our wheel and we have to get going. This wheel is only about 1 year old. It's Bridgestone, but tyres don't last as long on a bike as they do on a car. It's as simple as that. And I've only got 2 wheels between me and the road, so you have to look after yourself. Don't muck around with your tyres. Get great tyres. Don't get cheap rubbish. So I've got a nice new Bridgestone tyre, and you can see now on the last one in this groove, it was worn right down to that mark you can see in there. So it really had some wear on the last tyre. So this is brand new, all nice. So let's whack it all back together, and the bike will be ready to ride again. Let's go. So on these Vmax front tyres, or front wheel, if you pull one off, there's 2 little things you've got to be careful of. This is a spacer that goes in this side. You can see it just fits in there perfectly. Now, there's one side is a little bit wider diameter than the other side. So when I put that in there the wrong way, you can see it doesn't fit properly. So this little wider bit, the diameter, fits against the little grease seal there. So make sure you put it in the right way. It might not affect the bike too much when you're riding, because the width will still be the same, the gap in your bike, but it won't seal off here properly. You'll get dirt in on your bearings and they'll soon wear away. So make sure that's right. The other one you have to make sure you put in is the speedo drive, which goes on this side. So you can see here the little pins here on the speedo drive here line up with the pins on the bike. So as the wheel goes around, this is stationary and it spins that center. Sorry, I'm doing it with one hand. It spins that center, which turns the little cable in there that goes up to my speedo. So make sure you put this in right. It's got to line up between there and there. Don't worry too much. Once you've got it in there, like I've got it in there now, as easy as that, I can turn that round to the correct position, and that slides. Can you see this little slide there on the speedo drive? When you come over to the bike, you can see here is a little pin that aligns that up. So all your speedo drive and width will be right. Speedo drive, space for the width. So I'm just going to get a little bit of brake cleaner and clean this up here so it's nice and clean before I put it all back together. Let's go. I've got the bike jacked up a little bit to get me enough height to slide this wheel in and out. So as I said, I've got to slide, oops, let's get that back in, there we go. Got to make sure this pin lines up with the pin on the front struts here, which holds this steady, so as the wheel turns, it'll drive that pin to the speeder. Okay, I've only just got the bolt sitting in there, so you can see now, this lines up here, so when I do that up, that'll come a much better fit, and I have the spacer in this side, down here. So the bolt goes through, goes into a thread here and does up, and then we have a locking pin goes into here. So let's do this up and we'll get that wheel nice and tight and all back together. So I just check, we've got to do the front wheel axle bolt up to 60 Newton meters and the small pinch bolt down to 20. So the big great. Now I've got one more, the pinch bolt to put in. Okay, all we've got left now is the speedo cable. And there we have it, she's all back together, beautiful. So I'm going to go out for a little ride in the mountains. So let's go and test this front tyre out and go for a little ride. Look after yourself, be careful in this virus, and always remember, drive like you know each other. Thanks a lot, see you next time, bye bye.